It looks like we're going to hit 100,000 citizens either by the end of this video or maybe the next one, which is good because then we get access to the international airport, and I want to make that a pretty key point in the series. I also want to mention that partly what I'm doing here in this series is I'm trying to build Southern California as much as I can. I'm trying to make sure that we get a majority of it built before I have to end this series, and we still have, it looks like we have a lot of time still left. I do want to focus on, you know, making this, because everything is kind of still in practice here. Nothing is set in stone. So I do plan on changing some things up. But at the same time, I'm also trying to expand as quickly as possible. I want to lift this final milestone. But yeah, I'm trying to get a good mixture of both. I know some people want me to focus on some of the issues in the town, and that's like my favorite part of City Skylines, but I know at the same time I've got to push and continue expansion. Expansion is really, really important. So I'm following down PCH because I finally have a road that connects all the way through this massive map. So here we go. We have it come all the way. This PCH goes all the way down to San Diego, and now we have it come straight through, and then this towards Santa Barbara and San Francisco, and all the way actually up north. So yeah, that's a big portion of what I accomplished over the break. Now that's not the only thing I need to do. Oh, this is cool. I love that there's this ship that comes like way down the map, and we can see a few cars kind of drive right along with this cargo ship. I'm guessing it's cargo ship. Yeah, that's definitely cargo ship. Unless they have people stored inside of those barriers, that would be pretty cool. I would take that ride. Sounds like a fun crack lord ride thingy, whatever. So Long Beach and Carson, I extended that a little bit. We're gonna leave this alone for the most part. I'm kind of throwing down some residential slowly. For the most part, this is almost completed. We should see much less. I'm starting to slowly see much less problems occur where people are, you know, the industry is not like, I need workers, so it's not as bad as it once was. Let me just make sure that you get some water, because that would be bad. Another thing that I did is that I extended the road from Huntington Park down to Carson. I don't even know what that road is called. I probably should learn it though. I'll just come straight on. I know, I'm super inefficient. I know, but yeah, I made this road come straight over, so technically we have a much more connected map. Obviously, we're pulling outside sources, we're pulling people from the outside of the map to kind of get a little bit further. You know, I think that we're going to see a lot of people spawn from here and then just drive down PCH if they wanted to come live in Long Beach and Carson. Because the 710 highway, this is the 710. This is going to be a huge mess. Now it's dawn, so, you know, we're not going to see as big of issues. Oh, yep, never mind. It's right there. So there's some pretty bad, everyone's trying to get off on this off-ramp, and that is kind of been a problem. Actually, you know, this 6-lane thing didn't even work very well. And it looks so weird, so I might as well just do a 2-lane. Boom. I tried to pull people to come here, but they don't want to. They're totally not down for that. So, I mean, it's not a huge issue. It was to a point, though, where it started to get backed up into this whole, like, connection, this highway connection. That's where things get really bad. We do not want that to continue. That would be very unfortunate. So I have industry demand. Now what I'm going to do is pretty much just throw down some offices. I'm going to throw down some offices for Santa Monica because these people don't have anywhere to work. They have nowhere to work. So I'm going to throw down some offices towards the end here, actually. Just about there. I've already connected with water, so it's pretty much ready to go. I needed to fix this area anyways, because it was kind of strange that I hadn't built anything over here. So I'm going to extend this out straight over this way, connect it down towards, ooh, looks like we won't be able to. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll do something like this, and then there you go. You can have your connection like that. Boom. So most of the part away from the coastline will probably be for the offices, and then yeah, I'll probably put more residential. I did want to fill this area out. It was something that, it was kind of a small thing, but I wanted to fill this out at some point. And then I'll extend it like this. Maybe even have like one road, probably not close to this intersection because that would be bad. Just have a road come straight out this way. See if I can't pull this over. Perfect. There we go. Whoops, I don't know if I built that straight. It doesn't matter. Looks straight. It looks straight. That's all that matters here. That's all that really matters. Okay, so yeah, that should fix our industry demand. I do sometimes come by and like throw down, upgrade some of these roads to like, you know, tree roads. This looks bad. This looks way too gritty. Don't worry, I'll fix that later, but let's just at least place it down so that we have some offices coming in here. Another thing that I want to do is, here, I'm going to just, boom, grid that. So there you go. Now these people have some place to work. And I'll have to make sure I create another on and off ramp, but that's not a big deal. The other thing I want to do is, because this has been bothering me, and it's really going to cause a lot of issues, I think, in the city, is I'm going to start to put this as high density residential. It is so weird to me that there are small homes right next to this big downtown area, because that's not how it is. So we need to do something about that. Definitely need to do something about that. For the most part, traffic is still okay in downtown. I don't know how. Okay, well, it's morning time, so hold up. It is still morning time, so that would kind of explain why this isn't super perfect. I really don't want to make this anything bigger than like a small road. I feel like that's just going to cause issues. See, this is kind of bad right here. The fact that this is backing up all the way into this intersection, kind of not good, but you know, for the most part, it's fine. You know, if anything, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be kind of just more screwing the, I guess this area the most. You know, I didn't realize, oh yeah, it's over here. That's how they get back on the road. You know, it might not be that terrible of a thing. And slowly demand is rising, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's just go slowly. We're not going to really notice the significant impacts until about probably a day or so. So I don't think we're going to see the many issues that this might cause until after it happens. But we'll see. We'll see. It needs to happen, though. It does need to happen. And this should make things a little bit more exciting. This should keep things exciting for us, for sure. So I'm not going to fill out the whole area, but I'll do like a little bit. So there you go. And then let's clear out this whole area. Boom. All right, cool. So let's just see what happens. Besides that, let's just leave it there, right? Let's just leave it there. Make sure that people are. Oh, that's right. I'm kicking people out. That's gonna slow down our milestone, but I think it's worth it. Come on, don't do that. It's right here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, here, do that, and we'll delete it a little bit later. So how many people are leaving? Well, we've like 1,000 people leaving. That's ridiculous. I didn't even kick that many people out of their house. I didn't kick that many people out of the house. I did a little bit. So Long Beach is gonna have to chill. We're not gonna push Long Beach too much, and I don't really need to. I mean, for the most part, I've almost finished Long Beach. It's really not, doesn't need too much of anything else. Like if anything, what I do is I'll just connect. Like it doesn't need to be this. Doesn't need to be like this dense. I'll just connect it like that, and then you know it can be a few slanty roads like we were doing. Nah, that's fine. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that works. I don't know what we would do like right here though. I guess we could do that. Yeah, I mean it's kind of difficult because there's not much. It would be cool to form. You know, it'd be cool to do another free form, and then and bring it out like this, and kind of do it at the same angle as we were doing it. This might look weird, and if it looks weird, then I can always delete it. It's not terrible. The only part that I have a problem with is this part. Yeah, that's the only kind of like issue that I have. Maybe more like this. Okay, that actually. Oh, that's okay. That is surprisingly okay. We just fill in little homes, and it should be good to go. Now I can also put offices over here. I need to keep that in mind. And what I'm doing with commercial, because I needed to build out more for North Hollywood. Like we never really had much of anything in North Hollywood. Now it's looking a lot better. So I'm gonna continue to like extend these little roads out this way. Maybe we'll have like a straight. Can we do like just a straight road? Does it have to be? Does it have to do that weird thing? Please don't tell me it has to do that weird thing. Yeah, so we can do something like that, and then it can just kind of come off. And this, you know, just homes. I mean, just shops, little shops for all these homes next to it. We definitely could use this. This should work. Wow, is that accurate? I mean, that's kind. I mean, I don't really want to do it because it's not super perfect. Okay, and then we'll give you some more demands so you can leave us alone. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have anything north of Sunset Boulevard. That was kind of bothering me as well, and that's slowly being fixed. We're fixing a lot of stuff here. I'm pretty excited. Bam. Yeah, so we're fixing a lot of stuff. I mean, we kind of need to fill out up until probably here. Ideally, that's not at all my priority list. There's so many other things I still need to do. Like, I still need to actually fill this out too. There's nothing here. We've got like Dodger Stadium over here, and we also have the LA Zoo, which I actually considered putting down, just like slapping it down for no reason. It wouldn't get any customers, but just to do it. But yes, this seems like they're taking a while. I don't really want to, because this would be the only area that I would include. Actually, I've thought about putting more, because we also need buildings more here, just on the outskirts. Like, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna extend it out too far. Probably just to this road, with residential, residential buildings, and then there would be a pretty steep, decline of that at least. So let's see. I know that people are starting to move in. It's gonna take some time. This is still a pretty major traveled upon road. Holy crap. This is insane. Well, luckily, a lot of people are walking. I think that's partly why we're saving traffic. We're saving so much on traffic. Dang. Yeah, I was checking over the break. Last time I checked, we were doing like 1,000 people. Yeah, 1,000 people in the bus system. 1,000 people through the metro. Seems to be pretty even between the green line and the blue line. The blue line heads to... Yep. Most people are going out there for the offices, which makes sense. And if we do the same thing with Santa Monica, if this becomes our new like industrial, well, not really industrial, but office zone, then we probably should make another little stop. Another little stop would, I think, be kind of a good idea. So I'll give you some of this. That is true, Drew. You did not do that. That is true, Drew. That's why I feel like maybe I should be a rapper, because my name rhymes with true. Alright, so let's do that there. Luckily, it won't be too big of an issue, and also that's probably why the offices stopped growing. So things should be a little bit better. If anything, what I could do, I have to kind of leave a lot of this the same. Is there a way for me to connect here? Can I do that? No. There's no easy way for me to connect there. This might work. Oh, it will. I'll do that. Just more connections. It looks weird without. It looks like it looks too manufactured, I guess, was the word I'm looking for. And if anything, let's do our. Oh crap! We got all this crap coming out. Exactly. We got all this crap coming out of these sewage pipelines. So I don't know what to put here. I mean, people are gonna live in the poopy water. How bad is the pollution? It's got to be bad. It is really not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. At 100,000 people, it'll be pretty bad, but right now it's doable. It is doable. Now, what I'd like to I don't really want to cause another intersection though, but it's cool to do something like this. I mean, I don't really know if this. Let me see if this is what's going down here. No, that does not go down like that. That does not look anything like it. Maybe I'll leave it like that. I mean, if anything, if I wanted to be super accurate, it does something like this, straight on through, but you know what? We're not going to worry about that. It would be weird. It'd be weird. It'd mess with our, this is our version, okay? This is our version here. Here, so we'll keep like kind of a beachside road. I don't know what, so the pollution isn't behind, yeah, it's just in the water. It's just in the water. I don't know if I want, I don't know if I'd want people to live here. Or if, I guess if I put in industry, I could always just go with industry. I don't need to make the choice for now. Let's keep it the way it is. And I'll just kind of keep this like not a super popular area. It doesn't need to be, it definitely does not need to be super compacted. That's for sure. I mean, I'll do like a little bit of this. There you go. Okay, so that's pretty much enough. And then I can maybe extend this out a little bit, like so. Again, I don't know what I'd put here. Probably just offices. Nothing more than just a few offices, I guess. Okay, so there you go. So we've kind of finished Santa Monica here with this, because we technically didn't have it finished. I didn't do anything around this freeway, which, what is this, the 90? I've never even heard of that. I probably have, but I didn't know. Okay, so here, let's take all this. We'll fill it with offices. Maybe it'll just be offices over here. Maybe that's what we'll do. Because we do have this weird, we have all this weird pollution here, so I don't know. Another cool thing, because I'm trying to make this more interconnected. There we go. Okay, so it might make me do something weird, but that's all right. Sometimes you just got to do some weird stuff. I mean, because I'm weird, so sometimes you got to be weird with the game. There we go. So yeah, now we have like smaller roads, and again, we got to keep all this stuff in mind because I'm sure as I continue to expand this area, we're going to need to make alternative exits and entrances from the highway, that's for sure. Okay, so things seem to be doing okay. It's nighttime. So it's hard to judge traffic, especially in the nighttime. In broad daylight, we'll maybe be able to make a better assumption. So I'm not going to kick a lot more people out, but I still want to kick a few. I still definitely want to kick a few out, so let me just kick like this and this. Okay, so we'll kick all you guys out. Maybe you guys too. There, okay. So again, goals would be to come to here, whatever road this is, and that would be finished. And then Huntington Park, I kind of want to do the same thing, but I'm not as concerned about it. This definitely needs to be bigger buildings and stuff like that. Cool, this seems to be... Hey, don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap. You got people right across the street, all right, to work for you. I did compact you, though. Here, you know what? Take this off. We'll take this off. And if I really need to, what I could do is I could do, like, erase this. That was actually a good thing for people. Okay, so then let's leave that like that. Yeah, okay, so let's leave it like that. Less shops. I am getting concerned about this because if you really look at it, there's not that many people for all the offices here and all the, little homes. These are little homes. So, I don't know. I imagine a lot of people from Santa Monica and like in dense downtown. Well, we know that for a fact because everyone's using the metro from downtown to here. So, we already know that's a thing. What's going on here? I love like looking inside. It's awesome. Looking inside of downtown, I did not realize so many people were. Just so many people. This is a huge, booming city. I didn't know that. That's cool. Makes me feel happy. What's going on here? I just never filled this out. That's right. It's for services. Huh? Is elementary school wise everything's good? We have an elementary school there. You desperately need an elementary school. Let me make sure. How about high school too? Yeah, you're gonna need a high school. Everything's gonna change. And luckily, finally, people stop going to the industry or going to freaking school. Stop going to school, man. It's lame. School's lame. So luckily, people are finally not going to school as much, which is gonna be good because we shouldn't see as much of an issue here. Here. I mean, that's just gonna be a thing we have to wait for. Carson's not growing as much, obviously, now because of what we've done, but that's okay. It'll grow. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm just waiting for the problems to pop up again. I know that we're gonna probably scroll over the downtown area probably very soon and just see all these issues pop up. But I think I've done a good job managing it usually and fixing it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.